MAGA.
Fuck you, police!
Arguably some of the dumbest motherfuckers on the goddamn planet. Why, you ask? Because they support this bitch. One of the worst motherfuckers on the goddamn planet. Despite all the horrible shit he's done. And that's exactly what I'm gonna talk about in this video. All the horrible shit he's done and trying to figure out why the fuck does MAGA still support a guy like this. Let's go. Number 1, he scams his own supporters. Look, I don't know about you, but if someone I support scam me, I'll go to their house and take a shit everywhere, including on the dog. And one of these scams were Trump universities, where the orange man had to agree to pay $25 million to settle a lawsuit alleging that his for-profit college defrauded students. Now the suits claim Trump University used false advertising to lure students into expensive seminars, promising them insider to Trump's real estate techniques. Gee, what a great guy. Dude, I 100% believe that if Trump banged the wife of his supporters, they would still support this man and gargle his balls. Number 2, illegally blowing up innocent people. Trump's Secretary of War Crimes Pete Hegseth has been bombing innocent fishermen off the coast of Venezuela. And before you say they were narco-terrorists, which isn't actually a thing, that, my friend, is bullshit. Even if they were drug traffickers, bombing them without due process is still illegal. But do you think MAGA and Republicans gave a shit about innocent people being bombed illegally without due process? Of course they fucking don't. They cheered it on, the dumb fuckers. But there is good news. The family of some of the victims are suing the US government for wrongful death and extrajudicial killing, alleging that the strike was unlawful, and the MAGA morons actually believe that these fishermen were going to the US, but don't realize that to do that, they would have to refuel 22 times to even reach the US. And they weren't even going to the direction of the US. What a bunch of dumb fucking morons MAGA is, man. Number 3, illegally kidnapping the president of Venezuela. Now, Big Donnie promised no new wars and no more regime change.
Military created Space Force, and I was the first president in decades who started no new wars. I finished a couple, but I didn't start.
And then MAGA was like, hell yeah, Donnie boy, no more wars and no more regime change. But come 2026, he illegally kidnapped the president of Venezuela on some bullshit charges. And let's be real, he did it for the oil. Don't believe me? Here's Donnie boy saying it himself.
The oil is just flowing at a very low level, much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they're doing. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in, and they're going to fix the infrastructure, and they're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to.
And what did MAGA do? Did they get upset and start criticizing Trump? Of course they fucking didn't. They were like, hell yeah, let's steal the oil. Like Donnie Boy is gonna give them some of that money. Newsflash, you fucking morons. Donnie Boy doesn't give a fuck about you. And now Donnie Boy wants to go after Greenland and wanted to make it part of the US. But Greenland is like, fuck that, son. We don't want your diabetes. We don't want your McDonald's. Get the fuck out of here with that, son.
It's been going on for way too long.
Yeah.
He has to accept it.
Yeah, he needs
He
to
already
give up.
has all the bases around Greenland already. He does not need anymore. He just wants money.
He said he wants to make you great and make Greenland great.
We're already great.
We're
We're already
literally
great.
happy. Like, see this country. We're happy.
We're not gonna
Everyone
get
has
greater
you.
by giving us McDonald's.
He also wants to go after Mexico and Cuba. Jesus Christ, man. Can somebody please put Grandpa down? And also, the attack on Venezuela reportedly killed an elderly woman and a mother trying to protect her child. But did Donnie Boy and his supporters care that an innocent elderly woman and a mother trying to protect her child was killed? Of course they fucking didn't. Are you even paying attention? Meanwhile, MAGA are saying Trump freed the people of Venezuela from being under the Maduro regime and that the people are thanking Trump for their freedom. And how do we know this? Well, MAGA are posting AI-generated videos of people in Venezuela praising Donnie Boy for their freedom.
Now,
There might be people who found this video ultra realistic, but I can tell you that it is indeed an AI generated video. It was originally posted to TikTok, in fact, where it racked up over 1 million views. And in the caption of that TikTok video, it was flagged with a disclaimer that it did contain AI generated content.
Meanwhile, the people are actually upset at Danny Boy because they know Don doesn't give a fuck about the people of Venezuela and only wants the oil. Number 4. Lying about the white genocide in South Africa. Now, being a South African chicken myself, I can tell you there is no white genocide in South Africa. But Danny Boy and his stupid supporters believe that there is. Even South Africa's own Mr. Begging to go to the Epstein Island and Mr. Nazi Salute himself believe in the stupid white genocide while reposting some of the dumbest, stupidest shit on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. It's really funny how Trump supporters believe the shit coming out of Donnie's ass, like how he stopped 8 wars. That shit never fucking happened. In fact, homie is starting new wars. Now, the white genocide in South Africa has been debunked, but I bet your sweet, sweet ass they still believe it. Number 5. The whole Epstein thing. What can I say that hasn't been said about Trump and Epstein, man? To the flight log saying Trump flew on Epstein's private jet about 8 times in the 1990s, sometimes with Ghislaine Maxwell, to the allegations of underage girls being auctioned at Mar-a-Lago with claims that Danny Boy himself was involved, and the complainant alleged that she was trafficked at the age of 13 and claimed Trump paid for sex acts, and the fact that Trump and Epstein had a social and professional relationship beginning in the late 1980s with hundreds of mentions in the files that was recently released. Now, Trump's DOJ has stated that the documents do not contain evidence that Epstein criminally implicated Trump or warranted further investigation into Trump himself. But again, this is Trump's DOJ and I don't know if I can believe anything these fucking people say, man. But do you know what's sad? Despite all of this and other horrible, terrible shit this fat orange asshole has done, he's still gonna have the Kool-Aid drinkers, the dumb fucks online who is MAGA still support him. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Number 6. ICE.
As an ICE agent.
Now, nobody likes Donald's ICE except MAGA, of course. Why is that? Because they keep killing innocent people. That's why. Danny Boy's ICE has been linked to several deaths of innocent people, including US citizens and migrants. Since the Orange Man's second term began, at least 32 people have died in ICE custody in 2025, making it the deadliest year for ICE in over 2 decades. Some of these cases include Renee Good, a 37-year-old American woman that was fatally shot by a dumb fuck in Minneapolis. Now you have conservative morons like Michael Knowles and other MAGA dipshits saying that she tried to hit the ICE officer with her car, but anyone with functioning eyes could see that she was turning her car away from the ICE dipshit, and you can clearly see that he was on the side when he shot her. And after the incident, you have Danny Boy's puppets calling a soccer mom a domestic terrorist and blaming her for her death. And not the stupid fuckwit that shot her, even though he literally didn't have to shoot her and he just could have gotten out of the way, which he did. He did get out of the way, meaning shooting her was completely unnecessary. And you can say, well, he feared for his life. Dude, he literally got out of the way. And then he kept on shooting her while being on the side of the car.
Description, they were attempting to push out their vehicle and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle is not what we see on the videotape, and it's not.
It absolutely is the facts of what happened on the ground that day.
Is anyone who protests ICE a domestic terrorist in the eyes of the administration?
I can't say that. It's a case-by-case basis. But, if you look up definition of terrorism, is there violence? Is there threat of violence based on an ideology that wants to change the way the government does what we do? Look up the definition of terrorism.
But was Secretary Noem correct to label her a domestic terrorist, Mr. Homan?
Look, we don't know what, I don't know if Secretary Noem knows and what I know. I can tell you is what they did is illegal. And if you look up this definition of terrorism, it could fall within that definition if you look at the definition of terrorism.
But you don't have evidence.
Pardon me?
You don't have evidence that she's a domestic terrorist.
Don't you just love it when your own government is basically telling you not to believe your own fucking eyes? But do you know who believed the government's bullshit? You guessed it, MAGA, of course. And then, of course, we have Alex Preddy, an ICU nurse who was shot and killed by Border Patrol agents. And you have the Trump admin saying that he was also a domestic terrorist because he had a gun on him, even though he wasn't brandishing that gun. And having a gun in that state isn't illegal. And what's crazy is the fact that they shot him after they took away his gun. Look, there are a bunch of shit I can talk about. This is only some of the terrible shit Trump and his administration has done last year and this year. But what is insane to me is that despite all of the shit we know about Trump and all of the controversies, there are still people who support this man no matter what he does. And that is crazy to me. I genuinely believe that Trump could bang the wife of his supporters and they would still support this man. I 100% believe that MAGA is a cult. So yeah, that's the video. Maybe I'll make a part 2. But if you like the video and want to see more, leave a like and subscribe. Hey, this is what Jesus would do. And thanks for watching.